Hello, welcome to my monthly package. I just wanted to tell you a little bit more information about this. Now, the reason that I offer different packages and different levels of support is because everybody's different. And working with over 1,000 clients to this point, I really understand that. Some people, for example, they see me every quarter or every 6 months and we have an intensive day or a top-up pick my brain session, which is lovely, and I can see how everything is progressing. But there are some people, often the people that come to me for the first time, they're really at that point where they want to make big progress in a short amount of time. They kind of want a bit of hand-holding, a bit of accountability, and not necessarily to feel alone that they have to figure it out all by themselves. And so if that's you, the monthly package is absolutely perfect. I often begin these at the beginning of the month, and it kicks off with me sending you some information. For me, it's really important that you get the results that you want. And the clearer we can get on what those results look and feel like, the easier it's going to be to build the plan to action them. So once I know what you want to achieve, we begin with our first session together. Now, I work with clients internationally, so if you're not based in London, don't worry, we can do a Skype or a FaceTime option. But if you are able to get to central London, I absolutely love doing these sessions face to face. Usually we have loads of paper and pens, and we like to map everything out so we can see exactly what is going on and basically brain dump all those ideas that have been cooking around your head at 3 o'clock in the morning and get them all down on paper and see what that really looks like. During the month, you'll have access to my resource library, so I will be sending you access to courses and things like that that will really support your progress going forward. So I can really support your progress. Also, you get access to me, and one of the ways I like to work is through voice notes. So instead of having to focus on creating the perfect paragraph or things like that, we can have that very open dialogue where maybe you send me stuff, like the actions that you've taken, where you can ask me questions, or you could use the communication for getting feedback. So for example, in our session at the beginning of the month, you may have a few things that you need to action immediately. Say, for example, rewriting your about page or drafting out what your online course would look like. You can then send those draft copies to me and get my feedback, and we can discuss it in more detail. And there's something about having that person at the end of an email that really kickstarts you into action. And I hear this from clients all the time. Often even by the second week, they'll say, I've done more this month than I've actually done this year. And finally, we wrap up our month together by having a reflection session. So often I'll say this in my speaking gigs or if I'm being interviewed, that if somebody leaves an exchange with me just simply feeling inspired or motivated, I haven't completed my job. The thing that I want you to do is really take action and implement all the strategies that I've given you. So this final session of the month is really about reflecting what's gone on, how well you've done, how you progressed, all that good stuff, and then making the plans for the next month. So where are you going to go from there? How are you going to build on what you've been doing? And ultimately what all of that does is it makes it real. It's not just a one-off fluke of like, oh, this worked for a bit and I was trying that and now I don't know what I'm doing again. It's about building on this and really moving forward in a lovely way. If we haven't had a conversation, feel free to get in contact via my contact page and book in a free 15-minute session with me, and you can find out more information. Or if you're ready to go ahead, just drop me an email, hello@nickyraby.com, and I can let you know my next availability. If having watched this and read this page, you think that the monthly package may not be for you, there are 2 other options, a pick my brain option and a strategy day. So do have a look at those packages as well, because they may be more of a match.